but he kissed me back. You could leave a message for her.
Look, Kendall did this whole do not disturb thing because she wasn't expecting me. You see, I'm going to be a surprise. And then I'm going to hit Kendall with an even bigger surprise.
I really can't help you.
No, wait. I'm going to propose to her. I'm going to ask Kendall to be my wife.
Zach has been to plenty of pubs, but he has never written any poetry for me.
Well, it's a guy thing. I mean, I never would have opened up to you if you hadn't have called me with a book of sonnets.
Yeah, still. A little poetry goes a long way.
He loves you. And he's good to you.
I know that. Believe me, I am not complaining. Zach and I, we've never followed the romance rules.
There are rules?
Oh, we hated each other the first time we got married.
Well, not exactly a love story, Kendall.
Yeah, well, neither one of us wanted to be in love again. We didn't want to risk being hurt. I mean, at that point, I was the poster girl for relationships gone bad.
You know, I think I could beat you on that one.
Listen to this. Zach's brother and son were just two of the people who broke my heart.
And what about Ryan?
I think we know who's to blame for that breakup. I couldn't trust him.
So, you think it's all your fault? I mean, don't get me wrong, Ryan's a good friend, but I think we all know that Ryan has a few issues when it comes to commitment.
So, yeah, Kendall and I got in a really big fight right before she came out here, and it was completely, totally my fault, and I take full responsibility, and I regret it, and I'm going to make it up to her the second I see her, you know. I'm just going to drop right down on one knee.
Oh, do you have a ring?
No, I don't. But tomorrow, first thing, we're going to go to Rodeo Drive, and I'm going to have her pick out whatever rock she wants.
Well, she's a lucky lady.
No, she deserves it. She's one of a kind.
Oh. Front desk. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I've got to take care of something in the office.
You do what you got to do. That's a good girl, Angelina. You didn't log out. Very nice. Security protected. If this person is seen on the premises, contact Aidan Devane immediately.
Mrs. Remington, your son and I dated for a while, but that's all.
My son was devastated when he lost you. He just up and disappeared. I never heard from him again.
But now you know he didn't disappear because of me. Someone took his life.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, you know what's going on, Tad. You got my son to run interference on me.
So you did try to leave the office?
Yeah, well, I'm worried about you and Angie.
We're fine.
What's going on with Remi's mother, Tad?
She's inside with her right now.
You let her go in alone?
Jesse, I'm right outside the house, okay? I'm checking the perimeter.
Are you insane? You can't let her out of your sight, Tad.
Angela's perfectly safe.
You don't know that.
No, don't. Mrs. Remington, I never meant to hurt Remi. I didn't. I hate what happened. Oh, what are you doing? This was a gift from my son. He gave it to me just before he disappeared. He said I should keep it loaded. And I do.
Mrs. Remington, please.
You're not here to offer your condolences. You want something from me. And it brought back up. He's outside. I may be old, but I'm not blind.
I can't explain.
This had better be good. Otherwise, I'll do what John instructed me to do with this thing. Target practice.
You're just going to have to trust me on this, okay? I am watching the house. Nobody is going to get to Angela.
You need to be in there with her, Tad.
I thought so, too, at first. But Angie thinks she'll get more out of Mrs. Remington if they're in there alone together. Oh, dear God.
What's going on?
Jesse, I'm going to have to call you back.
I know someone's out there. Show yourself.
Dad!
Who are you?
My name is Martin. Thaddeus Martin. I'm a private investigator.
We're working with the police to investigate John and Jesse's murder.
Why didn't you come right out and say that? And why did you hide yourself?
Mrs. Remington, I am sorry. I apologize. The only reason I stayed out here is we didn't want to overwhelm you. Now, I've talked to Derek Fry. He's a friend of mine. I know the police have had a whole herd of people out here to interview you. The fact is, I know exactly how you feel right now because my wife was murdered. Her name was Dixie. Dixie Martin. You may have read about her.
That serial killer got her.
That's right. That's right. When it first happened, I thought the whole world was in my face, and I hated it. It took me a while to realize that people were just trying to help me. And that's all that Angela and I want, is to help you.
Come on in.
Look, the people that want me are probably watching that house. Now, your mother is a doctor. She is not a cop. She won't know what to do if they want to close in on her, Frankie.
Dad will protect her.
Frankie, I want to protect her! See, there you go. Still itching to be a damn hero. You don't get it. No, you don't get it, do you? Do you? When you died, I went into a fog. It didn't sink in that you were gone. Even with Mom crying and everybody stopping by the house to cry with her, even at your funeral, it just wasn't real for me. You know when it hit me? The day when I went to school. The teacher pulled me aside and she told me how sorry she was. And she went on to say that I must have been proud because my dad died a hero. That's when I lost it. I cried and I couldn't stop. Mom had to come pick me up from school. I cried myself to sleep. I cried because I didn't want a dad who died a hero. I just wanted my dad alive.